Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the 8th grade concept of trend lines. This is standard 8.5D in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 37 off the 2019 released STAAR test. If you have not done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we've got a scatter plot here that shows the time spent playing a video game and the number of points scored by several students. Makes sense that the more time that you spend on our x-axis here playing video games, you're going to score more points, so your y increases as your x increases. So we've got a positive relationship there. And so based on the scatter plot, which is the best prediction of the number of points scored by a student who spends, 45 minutes. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, but we're skipping 35, 40, going all the way up to 45. All right, so how we're going to do this is we are going to make a trend line. If you were doing this with paper and pencil, I would highly suggest getting out a ruler or a straight edge of a book, anything, to try to make a straight line, because it is a trend line. It needs to be as straight as possible. So we are going to try to find the pattern here. And you notice when we've got two different points, like look at these 2 points on 5. I've got 300 and about 375. So they're right next to each other. So I'm going to take a point right in the middle, like I'm making an average. Same with this 15 right here. Try to find a point right in the middle. This at 20 almost has a point right in the middle, and then I've got one right there. So I'm kind of trying to go right in between all of the points here. And what I want to do is I want to draw a straight line connecting them. I'm just going to follow that line all the way up. And follow that line all the way down. And so it's not 100% perfect, but as long as you keep it straight, you're going to try to get as close to the middle of each of these as you can. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. That's going to get you close enough. So our 45 looks like it's right about there. So what is that? That's 1050. So it looks like it's going to be above 1050. That looks like that's 150 in between. So I'm going to call that about 1100 maybe. All right, so let's just put 1100 right here. All right, so that's about 1100 is my guess, just based on the line that I drew. And let's see where my numbers are. So I've got 1200. All right, so one option, A, puts me at 1200. I mean, that's close. I'm only 100 away. But if I were to draw this 1200, I'm kind of afraid that it would have to kind of either slope up like this, which it's trend line, it's not a trend curve, or if I actually just try to draw a straight line, what I would end up doing would, look what ended up happening. I got most of the first ones, but since I had to keep it straight, I lost those last few. So I'm thinking that's a bit high. 920, oh, that's really low. Yeah, 920 is right around here. And yeah, that's going to be a bit too low, because I'd have to really miss, once again, if I try to draw a straight line, I would miss the ones at the very back end, or I'd have to curve it, which we're not going to curve it. Ooh, 1060. Look, I said 1100, 1060 is like right below it. Okay, so that could work. Oh, 1300 is way worse than 1200. It's way up there. All right, so I said 1100, but 1060 is closest, so let's go see.